pledge of allegiance?
Yeah.
Okay.
How's that?
I'm sorry.
Take your time.
Should have gotten up to P.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and
justice for all. Okay, I don't know somebody.
Yeah, you're right.
I mixed that up.
I lived through the time when they cut that out.
Any visitor comments?
I mailed you a tome, and I hope that you'll consider acting on Mr. Tinker's proposal to raise revenue, and that you'll work to make it a good vehicle, because, and in what I wrote, and having been here on the Board of Health, I know that we are hard put to provide, and we can't actually provide the level of safety and health that we have, so that we're at risk. You know, no hospital, ambulance service shipped out and far from at least the west part, and only a doctor for every 1,000.8 people, and so on. And we don't get any benefits from the China group that's supposed to do a public health survey all the time. So nobody seems to do it. I haven't looked into, but I doubt that anybody else is not looking into it either, to get the benefits, and the same goes for grant writing and so on. So we miss the opportunities that are available because, you know, we're volunteers, and so extra revenue will help. The second point, I want to make sure that you consider how that is to be used if you do get any extra revenue. You know, whether you go begging, you don't just sit down and have a chat with them. You should be, and I don't know if we can legally request them to show us their numbers so that we can say, well, what do you think is a fair donation? Because as it stands, you're talking about donations, but because everything is going to be coming into a precision kind of a method of dealing with all of our problems. Whether it's a sick person, it's precision medicine now, or personalized medicine, because we have the AI and the knowledge and the algorithm writers to put every vector of a problem into a computer and generate solutions, so that just winging it or having meetings, whether everybody attends or whether the public is informed or not, that kind of seat of the pants governance is not really acceptable. So whenever and however we can obtain personalized to Hardwick governance, then we should try to seek funding to do that. So use of funds that you might be able to get. I don't like the word development because of the connotations it has, particularly in terms of development in Hardwick. Because my view of Hardwick is that we are incredibly valuable in terms of health and the environment, and the ability for us to raise nutritious food. We already raise water that's pure, and the life-supporting things that Hardwick can contribute to the entire surround, even the state. I mean, if we tried the new methodologies for agriculture, biodiversity, and tried to engage our farmers to use those methods, then they would profit considerably, because they'd be selling what people really want, just like the water. So I want you to maybe change the word development for now until we come up with our actual values of what we want Hardwick to be. And for me, I would not want any development the way some people think of what it is. Oh, we got to develop it. We got to bring in industry and so on. Agriculture is our industry. Those are the products that we can market and that will enrich the whole town and our health. So just be careful of that word development.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Discussion and vote on Q Properties LLC contract for the Board of Assessors.
So the next two items on your agenda are requests from the Board of Assessors. They've sent recommendation letters for their permit and cyclical inspections and their GIS services.
Yep.
You have a lot to sign tonight, by the way. So that's a request from the board.
I'm fine with both of these. That's what we do annually
Yeah, it's
for
kind
them.
of
Yeah.
pro forma.
Yeah.
No issues.
Need a motion?
I make a motion to go with, to accept the Q Properties LLC contract for the Board of Assessors and the CAI maintenance contract for the Board of Assessors.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Okay.
Do you want to sign everything at the end?
Sure,
Okay.
yeah. Discussion and vote on change of manager for the Hardwick Rod and Gun Club. And that application was in our packet.
Yep, and so they did go on and they did pay the $200
Yeah.
fee, and they're changing the license holder to Michael Crevier.
Okay. You good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Motion?
I move that we vote to accept the change of manager being Mike Crevier for the Hardwick Rod and Gun Club.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Vote to accept $900 gift from the East Quabbin Land Trust. That was in our packet, the letter.
It was nice.
That's a vote that we accept the $900 gift from the East Quabbin Land Trust.
Okay, the only thing I will say is that in the past, we have allocated the funds to the Park and Recs Department
Okay.
to use for how they feel because they're kind of the open space.
Okay, but
So it's up to, I think if we're gonna accept it, that we kind
Allocate
of
it?
say where it's, yeah.
we talked about, in the last pilot discussion, we talked about money that we would bring
No,
in for
true.
the pilot for the capitalization account
We did.
for the town.
That's
This
not in
is
place
not-
yet.
This is not a pilot payment.
Okay,
This is just a gift,
okay.
is my understanding, unless I got it wrong.
So,
So, I make a motion that we accept the East Quabbin Land Trust gift of $900 and allocate it to Parks and Recreation.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Vote to approve the easement for 17 Maple Street, and this is in regards to the sewer project down in Wheelwright.
Yep.
And I move that we approve this easement on 17 Maple Street.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Perfect, because that was, I know that was
Is that what's
questioned
holding it up?
Thursday in the call.
Oh,
They were
okay.
getting,
Yeah.
the contractor was getting a little antsy that it hadn't gone through, so Justin was happy to hear that it was on our agenda. So then we have some committee vacancies, the Youth Commission, Open Space Committee, and Parks and Recreation Committee. Is that just to make the announcement?
Just to make the announcement,
Okay.
and I will
So if anyone
put
wants
it on the
to-
town website.
Okay, perfect.
I used to be a youth commissioner. I
Yeah.
don't have any of my own kids.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so old business, discussion and vote on updated charge for the healthcare task force?
Yep, so I reached out to Judy Korzik,
Yeah.
because there were some meetings where we had just like different information. So she had said, and I attached the email, that the Board of Selectmen representation was Eric Valheim. Her representation, she's going on for the Master Plan Steering Committee. Neil Halen is the representative for the Board of Health. No one from the Planning Board, and Chris Colross from Finance, and then they're a citizen at large.
And she was gonna, they were gonna reach out to the church for that.
And I haven't heard anything about that, but she did
Okay.
include that in her email.
Okay.
So I just wanted
Okay.
to get that approved tonight. Based on,
And take a motion to accept that as Justine read.
And so moved.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Well, rather than having someone have to reread all that over
Right.
again. Approval of minutes from December 9th.
so, Selectman Tinker did reach out with, some changes. So the one that was in the email to you is the old version, and then the revised version is in your packet.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so everything is just changed or whatever.
Everything was changed. The
Not that there
very
was
last thing
much,
you said.
but-
The very last thing you said was not changed, but everything else was changed. The last thing was about, putting in the meeting minutes about it's on YouTube, and it's on the agenda, which goes with the minutes, which says it's on YouTube. So I just told Sandy not to worry about that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I just wasn't sure if we wanted to start including that, so it's just a reference.
It's on, but it's right there on the agenda.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
And
that's
those should both get posted,
Yep.
you know,
together,
right.
okay.
Yep.
Can you give me a bullet on what you changed? I read the one that was online, but I didn't read tonight's. Any major
Bring it up.
points?
There was a couple, there was like the question on the liquor license that I asked about Eagle Hill.
That was it.
And it was, she mentioned it was 3 buildings or 3 spaces that serve food. That was Justine's answer to my question. And I just
So
wanted
he wanted
that
that updated.
in
That
the
one on
record, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was one.
One of them was, why a conversation about my raise was not in executive
Couldn't
session.
go into executive session.
Yeah.
There was that
and-
one, and then there was
Yeah.
one about the auction.
Yep.
Those were the
about
3 changes.
The
Yeah.
comment or something, yeah.
Yeah, comment that you wanted your wording in the minutes. so-
And one thing was out of sequence. One thing said we voted on the properties and then had a discussion afterwards. We actually had a discussion beforehand and then voted.
Yeah.
So it was just, I mean, it's
Good, nothing major.
nothing major. It's just,
Good.
it's all.
We'll take a motion.
Make a motion to approve the December 9th, 2024 meeting
As revised.
as revised and amended.
Minutes as revised, I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Town administrator report?
The really long one.
No, keep it short.
Just kidding. So the new phones have been installed. So right now we have the old ones and the new ones. Thursday we have a department head meeting, and the phone company guy is coming to do a demonstration for the staff before he gets rid of all the old ones. You can see, we've been busy. So we did start the purchasing process for the new fire truck with the fire chief, the treasurer, and the town accountant. I signed what I needed to sign. I'm just waiting for Kelly's signature and something, and we're good to go. We had the Green Communities grant inspection from last year at Town Hall, the fire department, and highway This was so that they'll give us the funds now that the project's been complete. It was last year's project. I had a Zoom meeting with Kearsarge Energy and Harry Comerford for next steps on the solar field. I remember when I came in, my first meeting, they came in and I had heard nothing. So we did kind of get an update. They're going to be sending us a lease, so that will be coming in the next couple months on your agenda before you guys. We're still kind of looking at a couple years out.
Yeah. It's
But-
been a long-
Really?
This started when I was first on the board.
Yeah.
This has been a long process.
Well, I guess they stopped dead for a while.
They did.
Yeah, that was because National Grid,
Yep,
the utilities,
correct.
Couldn't
and
accept the payment.
Laura
Yeah,
Hill just
it-
signed that bill.
Right,
there.
it wasn't them, it wasn't Kearsarge, it was,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
it was all the red tape they had to go through.
Here's the one sentence that was going to be the whole report, but I've been spending the majority of my time compiling the FY26 budget. You'll see I changed everything. I worked with our accountant to change our chart of accounts, like putting things where they should be, like making sure like all insurance is in insurance and not, one random thing in building and one random thing in
Right.
somewhere else, and just, I even made sure that there was a line item for like the finance committee to have, their professional development, to go to their association meetings and pay their dues for their association instead of coming out of the select board.
So they used to have a line item.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it never got used. So it like nothing ever got spent out of it.
And now we are using it.
So, yeah, that's why it went away.
And even like I did the same thing for select board.
Honestly.
So
Yeah.
like when you have your select board association meetings and you guys want to go, like there's a place, or if you, next year, if someone wants to go to the MMA conference with me, like now there's a spot where all that can come out of. So I spent a lot of time cleaning that up.
Okay, that's good.
So we did have an issue with the water bills. Our highway superintendent had come to me, and the 22 properties that we do the water bills for hadn't been
The
done.
center, Hardwick Center.
Yes,
yeah.
hadn't been done in a year. So,
They should be done.
twice a year. So I got trained on the system, and then come to find out that the meter reader thing that the highway superintendent uses was broken. So we had to wait and order parts for that. Those parts came in, he did the meter readings. Now we're having an issue importing them into Vadar. So they were supposed to go out at the beginning of this week. We are now waiting on our Vadar issue to be resolved, so we can take it from the system that does the meter readings over to Vadar, so the bills can be printed. I did have a conversation with the chair. We're not gonna, penalize people, because it is gonna be a much larger bill.
It's gonna be a big bill.
Not, those 22 people, we're not gonna penalize them, we're not gonna demand them, we're gonna,
Work
be
with them.
extremely
Yeah.
flexible.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to be very open with the board
Okay.
of what is supposed
What
to
are
be
the
on
bills
there.
like? I mean, as an example, what's a norm, average?
I'm not sure, I've never done them before.
Yeah, it depends on their water usage.
Yeah, but the,
They're metered,
right,
so.
but we don't have, you couldn't give me a number, a dollar.
Oh, I honestly don't, I know I've seen them in the past, but it's been a while. I don't even want to guess.
I can look,
Yeah,
I can look and I can give you a call, I'm just
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
sure.
I-
Just-
They're,
just wondering.
they're not huge, but they're big
Right.
enough that
Yeah, sure.
now they're
Per year.
getting two, right. Yeah, they're definitely, yeah.
Well, I know, and then Wheelwright and Gilbertville have their own.
Right.
Oh yeah, nothing to do with me.
Right.
Nothing to do
Or
with
us,
No.
yeah, nothing with us.
Right.
Although that's something to look at in the future,
Mhm.
so, after you leave.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
I know Jan Marecki really well, but he's passed on, so,
Mm.
Anyway.
So we posted the vacant truck driver laborer position for highway department, and we started contract discussions with employees that have contracts that expire at the end of this fiscal year. Myself, select board chair Kemp, and the chair from Barry and the town administrator in Barry, we met, we've done it now twice, just to kind of touch base with them, because we share a lot of services with them. And if we're getting complaints and stuff, it's just good to keep that open line of communication. We're going to be working on a survey for the senior center. So that will be an anonymous survey.
Good.
So we can kind of figure out some bumpy stuff over there, but other than that, we're gonna continue, a couple times a year. I attended the Massachusetts Municipal Association Annual Conference in Boston from Thursday to Saturday. I attended a session on like a labor law update. I attended a session on dealing with difficult legal issues. I went to the Managers Association business meeting, a civic reception, and a couple other things, so it was a good time. Went to the trade show, spoke to a couple people about some things for Hardwick, so it was a good time. It was definitely worth it.
Good.
You missed a lot of sleep.
I am tired. I want to recognize Fire Chief Pease. The town was awarded the Massachusetts Office of Public Safety and Security Firefighter Safety Equipment Grant for $7,741. This goes to like active shooter training.
Okay.
We're having a manager's training for department heads and assistant department heads on February 11th from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. in this room. We're bringing in our insurance company to do it. I'm going to have breakfast for them, just to kind of build on some of their managed skills dealing with difficult situations and how to talk to their employees. So I thought that would be good for town-wide.
Okay.
Can I come?
If you would like to. Yeah, absolutely. And I just have a lot of things for you to sign.
Great. Let's start the
Get ready.
train.
Here we go.
I'll give you this. And then there's one thing I just need you to sign.
Okay.
Do you mind if we get these all mixed up?
I would hope not, because I don't want to send the wrong things to people.
Just
So the Q properties, it just says accepted by, is that just me?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's one. There's one more that I think is all three of you.
Okay.
This is all.
Thank you, Judy.
Oh,
Thank you, Judy, for coming.
Oh, thank you. I'm surprised nobody comes, huh?
Well,
This is the first time that, normally we have a pretty full room.
I know. Well,
Everybody scared them off.
thanks.
guess
You're
so.
doing a good job.
Thank you.
thank you.
For which you were not paid very well.
And see? Yeah, right.
Oh, that's just that page. That
Just
top
that
page.
top
Yep.
page?
Here's
These
just
are not
this is the one I
for
just need you. It's for the fire truck.
Okay, so those three were on top. This is just the letter from Miss Robin. So am I up here?
Yep, next to me.
Yeah, thank you.
That's just you.
Just the one page
Yep,
there?
that's it.
There's that.
Thank you.
February 11th, and it's in the morning.
9:30.
And then this is just, this is nothing there.
Okay.
Just that, okay.
Oh, do you have? Oh, that was about okay.
Yep. I'm trying to keep them in
Yeah,
two different
screwed it up.
piles.
I messed them up.
It's all good.
We did good.
It's all good.
So it was cold there for a while, huh? Wicked cold.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, last week, yeah. Good lord, yeah. it was
I
cold.
haven't warmed up yet.
I think we had
What was
yeah. Yeah, I mean, we still went for our walks and whatnot. We just bundled up and the dog, I put their jackets on. Alright, so these were the first.
Thank you.
And then Bill's got this bottom half of it.
was hoping to save a big lump of wood till February, and I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, huh?
We'll start in on it next week.
Is that your primary source?
It's the only
Yeah,
sunlight,
yeah,
but that's it.
yeah.
So when it's real cold and
Oh, yeah.
blowing
You have
and
to-
overcast, I don't go anywhere. I stay in the house, but I have to go to the wood pile a lot.
Yeah, well, because you don't need your pipes to freeze.
No.
No. Okay.
Thank you.
There's that. Selectmen roundtable, anybody have anything?
I'm good, I don't have anything this evening. Convention.
Move to adjourn?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.